What's up, guys? Tom here, and welcome to Story Time with Tom, where Tom tells stories about Tom, and eventually this will extend to my friends when I can get them in a game call. This one might be a little medium sized. I'm trying to keep the videos shorter. I know that they're running kind of long, but I talk. But this story is going to be about the first time. Well, this is the first and last time I got kicked in my face in a karate tournament. So when I was 5, I started. I started training in jiu-jitsu, karate, and aikido from the time I was 5 until I think I was 13, and I was pretty good. But when I was younger, I was kind of a string bean, like a bean pole, whatever you want to fucking call it. I wasn't tall. I started getting taller, but I wasn't considered tall. I was like skinny, like thin though. Eventually I started filling out and getting taller, but I was always with the kids. Oh, you know, obviously I was with the kid group. But I had like a growth spurt around 9 or 10. I think it was 10. And the problem was that my physical strength and ability, I played a lot of sports when I was younger too, so I guess that kind of helped or whatever. But like I kind of shot up, so I was getting to a point where I was taller and stronger than everyone else that was my age or a little bit older in my group. So my sensei eventually asked my grandmother if I wanted to be if it would be okay if they put me with the adult group. Eventually, of course, I was met with a no at first. But then he broke it down like, look, he's so much stronger, so much faster than them, and he's not gonna learn nothing from them and all that stuff. So eventually, he asked me. I was like, sure, who cares? This is also gonna be under the title of the time I made a grown man angry and started a vendetta with a man 14 years older than me. But that's beside the point. So we started training. You know, if you know jiu-jitsu and aikido, it's a lot of throwing. Karate was a lot of stances and forms and the kicks and stuff like that, and the poses, the thrusts, you know, stuff like that. I had no problem with that. My muscle memory is so great from that. I can still do complete katas now. I can do it. So, and I haven't done that in years. So yeah, it was pretty smooth sailing. I got flung a lot, and I mean with a lot more force than I was used to. And everyone in the adult class literally was like 18 to 20. I think those guys was 29, or there was like a 32-year-old there, but I don't think he did anything. It was pretty cool. Got distracted. Sorry. So eventually I started getting I didn't lack for confidence at all. I didn't really understand, you know, if you're ever that, like when you're like bigger than everyone else or stronger or anything like that, you kind of don't when people say you're strong or whatever, you don't really get it. You don't really, it isn't, you know, click in your head or anything like that. So I didn't understand, but I didn't understand how it gets impressive it sounds or whatever, but I was flinging grown men. Like I was making them tap, I was flipping them over, I was throwing kicks, I had great flicks, I had everything, you know, so with that stuff. I'm not gonna brag, but this is what it is. But I was like, just get to the part where you get kicked in the face already. I'm getting there. So I'll start off when I made the vendetta, and then I'll jump to the tournament. So I think he was 24 or 25. I don't remember the exact age. But he he was a senior. He was a brown belt. I stopped him brown belt. I reached a brown belt when I was 13, which is pretty cool. But yeah, he was a brown belt, and he was very full of himself. But talking junk, you know, stuff like that. He didn't like talk shit or anything to us, but like he was just, he toots his own horn a lot. So I was paired up with him, and We were doing short arm takedowns and hip toss. I forgot the fuck it was called. I'm gonna be so annoyed when I remember. We're basically just using like grabbing the dude's arm, other arm goes under his underarm, using your hips and tossing him over. He did it to me like it was rapid. Do it. It was like, all right, you get hit with it, get up, do it to him. It was rapid, like go, go, go. It was get up like that to test your endurance and everything. We were going pretty good. It's supposed to teach you how to fall as well and curl your body. I didn't curl myself the right way once, and I kind of like fell on the side of my head and my neck, and he started laughing. And I was like, okay. So it was my turn, and I slammed the shit out of him. Like I didn't. It wasn't like super duper on. Like I didn't mean to do it as hard as I did. It's always funny, right? You killed. I didn't mean to. We were just having rough sex, but I slammed him, right? And the dude got pissed off, and he's like, "What the hell?" And I said, "I don't know my own strength. I'm sorry," which was meant by laughter by everyone in the sensei. But then I was forced to do like some, I think it was a fucking 15 push-ups and shit like those squats. Like whatever. So yeah, after that he hated me. Like he straight up. Whenever we teamed up again, he would throw extra hard kicks or try to slam me as hard as he could. And I absorbed it. I loved it. I love physical contact. I love sports. I love that stuff. So it didn't do anything for me. It hurt when I fucked up, obviously. That hurt. But it wasn't a thing. So I didn't really care. Getting to the part where I got kicked in the face. I got distracted. So, yeah, 4 months go by, and our school is invited to a tournament in which it was me and like 3 other people with our sensei. They were married. It was a man and a woman, obviously, with that. And, oh, you really can't say obviously. You know, I mean, back then, I don't think it was allowed back then. Or heralded, you know what I'm talking about. Which is fucking ridiculous, but whatever. I always find the whole idea of you being able to control who someone loves or whatever and marries, you can do that. Besides, obviously, a pedophile. But yeah, let's back on topic. Fucking hell, what am I talking? All right, so we get there, and I've never been to a tournament before. I'm a little confident. No, telling me to just do what you've been doing before. Everyone's gonna say, do what you do, you'll be fine, you'll be great, whatever. So I fight. I'm going against. I think he had to be like 60. I think the brackets were broken up in groups 3. Age groups of 3. So I think it was like 10, 13, 13 to 16, 16 to 19, 19 to 20, something like that. Once you did 21 plus, it was just it was all no hold barred. Do whatever the fuck you want. We had like the whole gi. We had our gi and everything, and the headgear and the gloves. And this guy, my God, I hate this guy. He kicked me in the dick. I mean, so there are zones where you're not supposed to target, and it was what was it? It was below the belt. Obviously, anyone knows that. You get kicked or hit below the belt. It's a negative point and a penalty against the person. And the first thing he does, we tap gloves, we back up. I'm trying to get a read on him, and he throws a kick. He kicks me in the dick, and I'm not expecting it because we have a cup there. Obviously, it didn't hurt a lot. It hurt a little bit. Okay, it hurt. All right, but I wasn't expecting it. So I wasn't I wasn't in the mindset. We didn't even practice to defend that. Excuse me. When we were doing the more intense training for the tournament, we didn't even practice to get hit in that area. So it didn't even click in my mind. He should have kicked me in the dick. I was like, oh, and nothing happened. They didn't stop it or anything. I even crossed over. I guess they thought he kicked me in the stomach, which is not possible. He kicked me in the dick, and I leaned forward, and he tagged me in the side of the head. And they give him a point. And I was like, yo, what the... he kicked me in the dick. I didn't say dick. He kicked me below the belt. And they didn't say anything. They whatever. Round 2. Go. So he kind of rushes towards me. And I give him a straight... He rushes towards me. I give him a straight kick right to the chest, and it knocks him back, and I get the point. So I'm feeling like, hey, yeah, bitch, you want to play that? Let's go. Second round, he goes to, we go to grapple, and he's really squirrely. Like, I have good hands and everything like that, and I have very good feet with the movement, but he was like super squirrely, and he was doing something kind of interesting. He was he kept me in the grapple, which means he kept his hands on my gi and wouldn't let go or whatever. But he had his body so wide out that I just could not get to him. I have long arms, I was tall. I was getting tall. I think I was 6'1" when I was 10. I grew to 6'5" in high school, and then I grew to 6'8", which I'm 6'8" right now. But yeah. So you know me? You know me? You know me. All right. So yeah, I couldn't get to him. I kept trying to like sweeping kicks at him, try to hook his leg and get him down. And he just he wasn't with it. So eventually he tries the scissor, the scissor remote. I really forgot what all this was called. I'm so disgusted. I countered it, and I slammed him. Face first, face and stomach first, whatever. I get the point for that. It's first of 3 points. Everything was working good. I won overall, but this next one was incredible. He got me clean. He stands up. He dusts his gi. We bow to each other. We get into our stances. Say, how'd you make? So we go. So we go. I'm feeling myself. I'm like, I got this. So I start like, encroaching on him, and I get closer to try to grapple to see if we can go do that. And he throws like a side kick, and it kicks me right in the fucking arm, and it was like weird. I was able to get it though. I clamped my left arm around it. I got him, and I'm like, I'm just gonna, my head slam kick him. I want to go kick him back. I don't know how he did it. He was squirrely. He was a squirrely son of a bitch. I'll tell you that. He got out of it, and I leaned in to try to clinch again, and he feint kicked me. He didn't like actually do it. He went to go do it. I backed up. I backed up. I was like, oh shit. So I should have seen it coming. He gauged my reaction. That was that. I was fucked for that one. So we're going again, and we're throwing punches and kicks with her, none landing. They're landing, but they're just being blocked or countered or subbed aside. I was trying to get him for an Aikido takedown. I was waiting for him. He would not devote his body to any fucking blow. I have never seen or heard of it, and it was blowing my mind. He would not commit any body weight to anything he was throwing at all. It was just ridiculous. So yeah, I am trying to get it and it's not working, and then I'm starting to get annoyed. I'm not gonna lie, I started getting a little anxious and annoyed. Like I gotta get this guy out. I gotta get him down. So we he got me. He feints like we break it off. He feints like he's going to punch to the gut. So I kind of lean into it. Like I'm trying to anticipate it. I'm leaning into it with my elbow and everything. So I'm like, okay, I'll just try to hook him here. I'll get him in the takedown, and I'll make him submit, or I'll slam him and I'll get the point. While I'm leaning down to go into it, he already has transferred his weight back to his top part, and he puts it to his left foot. And my face is still coming down. He did it it was beautiful. It was a work of art. My mind was still registering to the fact that he did one thing and not the other. And you ever like your mind realizes something, you see something coming, and you're like, ah, shit. Your mind realizes it, but your body doesn't move. Your body doesn't move in time. Exactly what happened. I saw it the whole way. I watched his foot. I watched it. When you've done it, you can tell. I watched the weight transfer to that foot. I watched everything, the motion. He gave me a straight kick right in the fucking face. So you got the mask on, but he got the ball of his foot on my lip. and the ball of his foot on my forehead, and it just mushed my head, my whole head back. The mask was like past my head now. I hit the floor, and his cam was going crazy. Oh my god! Oh yeah! And he's talking like, yeah, they're all happy, and they pick him up, and they get a foul for, you're not supposed to like do it, they celebrate or anything like that. It's kind of bullshit, but you know what? It's whatever. It's respect, whatever. And my sensei comes over to me and he says, what happened? He said, what happened? Are you okay? And the guy come over and asked me, are you fine and everything? I said, I'm 100%. I was. It didn't hurt. I was embarrassed, and it was adrenaline, so I wasn't really thinking about the fact that my fucking face hurt. My face was in a lot of pain. I was a little dazed. I got kicked in the face. But yeah. So you gonna submit? No, alright. So yeah, he kicked. When I mean, I got mushed. He gave me a straight up 300 style. It was like the horns were blaring. He kicked the shit. He got me. He got me nice. My lip was bleeding and everything like that. I had a bruise on my face, and he bowed to me, and he was like, he kind of bobbed his head a bit, like, all right, let's go. Like, all right, I'm back in this bitch. Yeah, so he kicked my ass with that. I gave him props after our match. It was great, and it was cool because after that, I didn't get to. So, and I think it was until like you were 16, age group 16 to 19, whatever. They got the full on, the ones I wanted, the ones I thought we were getting, like just straight up brawls and throwing each other and stuff like that. You know, that's what I thought I was getting into. The whole point system, I didn't expect it would be like that. But yeah. So it was pretty cool. If you're interested for how I beat him, next round he was doing what I was doing. He was cocky. He was feeling himself. Threw a kick. He threw a side kick. I caught it and I just slammed him down. It was an easy point. He was just feeling himself a little bit too much. Just wanted to go to the well a bit, one too many times in a row, and that was the end of him. But it was cool overall. It was a good fight. But yeah, so there you go. Time I got kicked in the face.